let it be known throughout all the land that I am the only simp in history to ever C6R5 a Klee. I'm not proud of it, but it had to be done. Let's get into it. Forum. How you doing? How you be? Top to the AB. And today we have a very special unboxing. This is the Xiaomi Redmi Airdots 3 Klee edition. Klee was my main for over a year in Genshin Impact. She was the first person I C6R5'd, which basically means I gave her $2,500 to a small child who blows everything up. I don't regret it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the character. The character is one of my favorite characters. I used to run her in this team with Kazuha once he came around, but before then I just kind of ran her the same way you would run Diluc. You would just kind of just run her and just let her destroy everything because she was the only character at the time that was stronger than Diluc. So for me, having that character and going all in on that character just brings back so much good nostalgia that once I saw a Klee edition of earbuds, I just kind of threw money at the screen. One thing led to another, and now I have it. This comes in at about $120. I think I paid plus shipping and everything $140 because I got it from AliExpress. But now this is actually available on Amazon. Now, essentially, they're just like the Xiaomi Redmi Airdots 3, so we will essentially evaluate them as such. Now, those are essentially, as of right now in the making of this recording, around 50 bucks. But I don't have any earbuds that are around that price point, but I do have earbuds, but they aren't that price for sure. These are the Samsung Galaxy Buds as well as the AirPods Pros. And we'll just take a look at these two here. And just from a comparison standpoint, just to see, I don't really want to do it that way. Okay, so let me explain to everybody what we are looking at. Let me actually do it this way that everybody can see. This is Dotako Tales. Dotako Tales is a catalyst that came out in Genshin Impact, I would say probably about a year ago, that did not come with the pre-release of Klee. Klee, actually, her weapon was the Lost Prayer, but this guy here is a 4-star version of Klee's actual catalyst, the catalyst they want you to actually be using, and it's free. And essentially, this is one of the better catalysts that you can give her. And so basically, just having it come out with a catalyst is kind of very, very nostalgia for me because it matches Klee's design, and it is just, okay, to be fair, Dotako Tales is a little bit more red than this, so they got some work to do, but I can't really complain. I like the little piece of plastic that says the Redmi Airdots 3 Pro. I think that's a nice touch. But let me make sure there's nothing else in here except for Dotako. Okay, there's nothing else in here except for Dotako Tales. All right, so let me move this over and put this over here. All right, so now that we have Dotako Tales out here, we're just gonna go ahead and open this up and look at that. Okay, so I opened the box just to make sure that there was something in it because I've never ordered from AliExpress and I don't trust them. Well, I don't trust them yet. I will eventually trust them, but I just didn't know what to expect because I was ordering it overseas. Like, it wasn't on Amazon when I first bought this. So I opened it up just to make sure it was in there, but I actually haven't done anything since. So this right here is actually Klee's backpack. She's had this backpack since before I can remember, and it's essentially where she hides bombs. So I just thought that this is just the best piece of nostalgia that you can ever get for Genshin Impact. Let me see what this says here. Okay, obviously I don't think I'm gonna see what this says because it's in Japanese. So if anybody can read that, that would be awesome. So it says Redmi Airdots Pro, that's all I can pretty much read. And there you go. So let me just put that back here and let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. So let's move this here and let's put that there, and then let's put that there. And let's take a look. All right, so this pretty much unbuttons. This is actually for a backpack, this is actually some really, really good material. This feels amazing. And let's see, let's go ahead and get this out of here. And okay, everything's falling apart. Okay, put this there and put this here. Oh, now those are fancy. Take a look at that. So these are the Xiaomi Redmi Airdots 3. If I had said earbuds at any point in time, I do apologize. They're not earbuds, they're Airdots 3. And these are essentially the reskin version of those particular products. So I never actually wore them because for me personally, I'm not about to be outside with earbuds that look like flowers. I just don't see myself surviving that day. Like it may be a little bit too much, and it may just, everybody may just look at me like I'm crazy. So I would wear this in the comfort of my own house. Now, before I even start, the first thing I'll look at is the size. Like, it's interesting. Like if we look at the Airbuds 2, which is what those are, and then take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Buds, which are these. This one's interesting. Okay, to be fair, I don't like the AirPods 2 at all. They are awful when it comes to my ears. They just come right out. Like, I can just show you. Okay, they're in now, but they feel like they're gonna come out. But they're not great for me. But these right here, this is an interesting look. It essentially wants to wrap, okay. So this actually is a great fit. I thought it was gonna be a little bit iffy, but it feels kind of like the Samsung Galaxy Buds. Like if we look, that's actually what it reminds me of. So the Samsung Galaxy Buds, this piece right here and this piece right here kind of is meant to go around your ear, or I'm sorry, around your inner ear. So if we look here, and then I turn so you guys can see that, how flush that is. It actually is supposed to wrap around the inner ear, so it actually feels pretty good in my ear, but at the same time, I never really had a problem with the Samsung Galaxy Buds, even though I made a video on it. So yeah, it feels exactly like the Samsung Galaxy Buds. So if you wanted to compare this guy to anything, I will compare it to the Samsung Galaxy Buds. They feel exactly the same as far as in ear. Now, to be fair, this one is a bit more pressurized. Me just putting this in, it feels more pressurized. Like I can feel it activate the noise canceling, and I can feel it become pressurized. But when it comes, like you can even hear a whistle when I take it out. That's how strong the pressurization is for the Samsung Galaxy Buds. But when it comes to these guys, now it does show that it has some form of noise reduction. I'm not necessarily sure if it's noise canceling, but it says noise reduction, so we'll go with that. And this here doesn't have any type of cancellation. Like for example, it is not trying to equalize the pressure between the outside and the inside of my ear. So I don't see that happening here, but it's worth it to give it a shot. So what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and pair this with a phone and see exactly how this sounds. Oh my God. So as soon as you put them on, after they become paired, you hear Klee say, da, da, da. That is too much. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Okay. There's a lot to say. These guys here for 50 bucks and the Klee version being 120 bucks, they sound exactly like 50 bucks or 120 bucks earbuds. Okay, it sounds like more like 50 bucks earbuds, so that's exactly what they are. $70 being for Klee because Klee is awesome. So taking that aside, they sound pretty good. As far as the noise canceling goes, I definitely hear not canceling reduction, because there's no option to turn on cancellation. Like I've looked to see if there was an app for it, but it doesn't appear to be an app for this particular product. So I don't believe there is a cancellation, but it does sound like it's doing some type of reduction. It's not the greatest, but if you were at Starbucks, you may not hear a barista making coffee. So, you know, it's gonna be kind of to that level. Now, of course, if you want to cancel out everyone around you talking plus the barista making coffee, now that's a totally different ball game. You're gonna have to pay like $200 or something like that. But for what you are getting, this isn't bad, man, especially because you got the Memorial Klee backpack as well as the Oda coattails. For what you get, it sounds amazing. So I like it. It definitely does have some reduction. I can definitely rank this up there with the barista and the coffee situation. As soon as I take it off, everything just kind of gets nice and loud. So yeah, it definitely does its job. And the Klee sound effect, whenever you put them in your ears, it's marvelous. I almost cried when I heard it. So overall with these guys here, I would say these guys are great. If you see these on the market, I'll put a link in the description. If you see these on the market, I would say pick them up, especially if you had plans on buying the Redmi Airdots anyway. I would suggest going with the Klee version if you are 12 and a girl who likes flowers, but you know, or just anybody who likes flowers. I'm not trying to make this, you know, trying to make this as gender neutral as possible. But me personally, I'm not gonna be seen outdoors with them, but you know, if I may be seen outdoors holding Doda coattails. I mean, everybody loves Doda coattails, but the earbuds with the flower in it, I'm probably not gonna do that. But for what you get for $120, the Klee version is absolutely magnificent, especially if you are a lover of Klee like I am. Now, of course, you know, whites and winter have replaced Klee for the past year, but as far as Klee goes, this is one of the coolest products I've ever seen. I am very, very happy that Genshin was able to do something like this, and I really hope that they do something like this in the future with other, like Xiao or Raiden or something like that. Just think if it was purple and was Raiden, oh my god, with like lightning bolts, I would so buy it. but enough of me simping on characters that aren't real. That is gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and like button. If you really like it, I'm gonna subscribe. I love you either way. Take care, all the best, and bye!